What's good, y'all? I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence.
We just saw Avatar 2, Way of the Water. Before we say what's real on it, slap that like button for us, all right? I'm going to kick it off. This is a beautiful movie. I loved a lot of the looks, the scenery. Everything about it was just beautiful. The plot was a little thin. I didn't like the plot too much. And a lot of the movie, like you said, filler. What you think?
Yeah, man. 3 hours and 30 minutes. That could have been cut probably into a 2-hour movie, in my opinion. It's about
2.5.
Maybe 2.5. But I feel like you could have cut a good hour, maybe even an hour and 15 minutes out the movie. Like you said before, I think this movie will be nominated for Best Picture. Not at this Oscars, that's going to come up in a couple months, but the next Oscars, like the visuals, like you said, all the effects of the movie were great. I think it focused a little bit too much on that, to the point where it took away from the plot, in my opinion.
It felt like they was trying to distract us with all the beauty, all the looks.
That's what's going to get a lot of people to look at it, yeah.
And it felt like a video game. I know that was because of 3D. Because when you have 3D, you got to have like a 3D look to it.
Exactly.
So I'm like, all right. But, man, they was trying to distract us. All the beautiful whales, the underwater currents and creatures.
Exactly. I will say this. We saw it in Dolby. And Dolby is a beautiful thing. But I would definitely see this movie in IMAX. Go look at this movie in IMAX.
IMAX 3D.
Yeah, IMAX. Yes, IMAX. If you want your best experience of this movie, IMAX 3D would be your perfect bet. And honestly, like you said, I think the first Avatar was better. I think the plot was better. I think the story was better. This one, to me, I can't remember how to say this, but even though it was over 3 hours, the beginning of the movie was completely rushed. Like, completely rushed.
Quick. Very quick. Even they just jump straight into it, and then right after the first hour, it slows all the way down. I'm like, way down. Come on now. I don't know why they did that. It's just, even the thing that pissed me off is the daughter. She's special, but they never go in depth about it.
The adopted daughter.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about that. They just had her underwater, just sitting here chilling. I'm like, y'all gonna do something about it?
And it looks like she has some powers when it comes in the water. She can do some things.
They speak nothing of it.
Nothing of it. She has a seizure. They don't talk. The doctors think it was epilepsy. They don't go more into the father doesn't even talk to her about, hey, if you do this again, you could die. There was no mention of that.
I think they was trying to rush. That's why they did that. Because I'm sitting here like, she's over here connecting with the mother tree, having a seizure, and they just blowing it off. I'm like, all right,
blowing it off. We got to talk about this guy. One of the new characters from this movie, his name is Spider. And I can't lie to you. I thought I was looking at Tarzan Part 3, George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. I mean, he's literally dressed as Tarzan. Like, literally, he is dressed as Tarzan. He is completely human, but he lives literally with the avatars.
Like, for the culture.
Yeah, for the culture. It's literally like the Tarzan story where Tarzan lived with the animals, lived with the apes. He just lived with the avatar.
He pissed me off. And man, the dreads.
Oh yeah, terrible.
Bruh.
Awful.
Bruh, all the hair was awful. I'm sitting here like, why they gotta have dreads all of a sudden? I'm like, are they supposed to be black? I don't know.
And we all know the characters are not black. They're white.
That's why I was like, I didn't like that part. I'm sitting here like, I don't remember the first one, him having dreads. I don't remember that.
I'll have to look back. I don't remember it either. But the story, to me, like, turning basically the old crew from the first movie into Avatar, I felt like they dropped the ball with it. I felt like it could have been better. I feel like they dropped the ball with the plot. To me, the plot had some ups to it, but to me, it just felt a little short.
I like the Colonel. The Colonel was him, but he wasn't him. They kind of dropped the ball on that. They could have made that connection stronger, because at the end when they try to say, "Oh, I don't care about him," he's like, "No." I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I literally almost walked out the movie at the end when I saw that. I literally put my chair down. I was about to walk out, but someone had to stop me. I was literally about to walk out of the movie, because it's like, you have the perfect opportunity right here to kill one of Jake Sully's kids, to really basically get back at him. You kill that kid right in front of him, He's gonna drop
over.
it's over. He's gonna drop his ball, and he's gonna be basically done. Emotionally, he's gonna be done. You'll be able to kill him and basically kill the whole family. And instead, you get feelings for your quote unquote not my child, but is my child. And it was just like, okay, this is what I don't like about antagonists in these movies. They always have a soft spot.
I hate that, bruh. And let's talk about this damn well. Oh my God,
you talking about Free Willy? It's Shamu being able to talk like it's a Disney movie. All right.
And then they had it to where they had this nugget. They was like, oh, they're smarter than us. Oh, so I knew it was gonna come. He all underwater getting mad. I'm like, oh, he trying to turn up.
Not getting mad, able to move fast as hell all of a sudden too. Moving out the way, dodging, reflecting, hitting things, moving out, jumping out the water.
That was hilarious, bro.
Remember,
took out the arm.
When
it took out the arm. That was the hardest shit in the movie.
Hey,
that was
the kills were disgusting in this movie. All the kills were dope. All the kills were dope.
Damn, when she came through, and she hit it with the arrow straight through the window. I was like, oh, she raw. I like that part. That was dope.
Hell, hey, y'all, I know we cover Marvel stuff. She better than Hawkeye. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
she better than fucking Hawkeye.
She get to it. Now the husband, I liked how he had like this. He still had his military mindset, and he was trying to keep the kids like straight and narrow for situations like this.
You have to, when all the time you're on the run, all the time you're in battle. There's always someone trying to come and kill you. So that mindset is that mindset you have to have.
But why would you not think, let me not call the ship over to bring medical assistance for my daughter, knowing that will probably be tracked. Yep. Why wouldn't you think that? I'm sitting here like, see, the movie, they could have wrote a different way. Instead of writing that, they could have had a different way of how they would find them. I just thought that was lazy.
I didn't like, it was lazy writing. I did not like how they said that them becoming avatars, the military becoming avatars, the colonel, all of them, they say they're not detectable, right? But literally, they want to be known. We want you to know we're coming for you. That makes no sense. That makes absolute no sense. And it was just, I just didn't like that. That's the whole point.
Why did they have to learn the way? What was the point of that? If you notice, the Spider is taking them through the forest, showing them things, trying to teach them language.
Yep.
But nothing. They didn't use none of the language.
None of that. And they still were using them damn guns. They showed the one part where he learns how to fly, but he went right back to using the guns, using the weapons.
I swear, the movie, it was like they took the same premise from Avatar 1, where they take you to this new world, show you everything, show you a way of life, and then they did the exact same thing with 2. They just did it with water. And I'm like, why are we watching the same? This could have been the first movie.
It could have.
If you cut out the first hour, this is the first movie. Because when they went to the new ocean, it was like a whole new movie. Oh, let's go underwater. Let's show them around.
And they showing you the scenery, the visuals, the ooh, the ah. And everyone's probably thinking, wow, this is beautiful. This is great. Everything. And it's taking you away from the actual plot of the movie.
And it's just like they just had to. It's just like, oh, if we do this, we'll win them over because our CGI one did miracles in 2009. Let's impress them again. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, damn, they're all wasting our time with all these slow motion shots, this whale love affair.
The whale is their sister. Oh, that's my sister. And we sing songs together. We do duets together. I'm like sitting here. I'm like, hell, y'all might as well 3 hours and 15 minutes. Go ahead and give me a duet between y'all two. I didn't hear this.
Mid movie, I thought, and I was watching it. I was like, why does this feel like the Discovery Channel? I was like, damn, this feels just like the Discovery Channel. They're hunting whales, making us trying to feel all sad. I was like, yep. And then when one of the whales gets shot, they kill it. You sit here like, oh man, you're supposed to feel sad. And then the one guy on the ship, the scientist, he's feeling bad. He had his smart remark at the end. I was just like,
yeah.
Why are we getting this? Why are you trying to make us feel sad? What is that about?
And here's another thing, right? So, spoiler alert, Mateo, the oldest son of the Sully family, passes away. He gets killed. And at the end of the movie, they kind of do this, tribute of whatnot, right? A tribute for him. And I have to be honest about the tribute, right? This is like their first movie, the kids' first movie. I couldn't really get into the tribute once he passed away because
I didn't even know their names.
Yeah, Mateo, yeah. I couldn't get into it because it was like, this is the first movie with the kids were in it. They weren't in the first movie, right? And they're gonna have 2 more movies after this.
So we have zero connection.
There's no connection. You know how when Tony Stark dies in Avengers Endgame, the last one, you feel it, and you feel I love you 3000. You know, we're connected emotionally to the character.
What was the point of the girl liking him when she first see him? The whole build up of that, she's like following him, she's flirting with him, and they do nothing with it.
They do nothing really. They flirted a lot of that movie, and then at the end there was no, we're gonna be together. There was no date. There was nothing. They never connected and gone back to that at all. I'm still trying to understand. Maybe you can explain this to me. So the wife who was pregnant for the clan, right? 2 things with her. The first thing is, your man, the chief, he is the tribal chief, right? He tells you, stand down, don't come out here. I'm gonna fight. I'm just like, okay, you're pregnant. Like, do you care about the kid? No, I'm a warrior. All right, fine. My next thing is, she says to Jake Sully, this is your fault, da 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 da. And then after the fight, the tribal chief says, you're good to stay here. Remember, Jake was trying to leave, and the tribal chief says, no, you can stay here. You're fine to live here. Even though you basically got people killed for your problem.
This whole thing was your fault. Whole thing was your fault. And again, they left the village. I thought the writers were gonna have them go back to the village
and save them. And save and save them.
I'm like, why? So they just the command colonel, whatever he is, colonel, whatever he is, he didn't care about nothing about the forest people. The forest people out here chilling. I'm like, y'all just missed a grand opportunity to go ruin that, because all they had to do is go over there and start wrecking shit. Then of course he had to go back like, oh, we got to go take care of home again.
Yep.
Now, things that I did, like I liked the colonel. All the kills was real good. All the kills was good.
Now, the kills were great, but here's my problem with the kills. Why did it take them so long to get to the action? There was that one really big action scene.
You gotta have the build up.
There was 3 hours of build up before we actually got to the action. You got to throw a little bit more action in these movies.
I said this dude got some balls making us watch a whole 3.5 hour movie and give us action at the end. I was like, man, this dude, because he knew we was gonna have to sit there and watch for 3 hours till we got some action.
Exactly. And I like the colonel. I like the colonel a lot. I just did not like how he was obsessed with just Jake Sully. He did not care about anybody else or anything else. That was annoying to me a little bit. It's like,
and what? So you remember the general?
Yeah.
She said she had this mission. What was the whole point of her having a mission? And she gave it to him, and he only wanted one dude. I agree with you saying. And then we never hear from her again.
Nope. Went quiet.
I'm guessing that's Avatar 2. I mean 3.
3. Yeah. Hopefully, because obviously he lived at the end, and he's gonna come back again and try to kill him. That's gonna be the story for the next 2 movies.
For a rating, as much as I complain about a lot of things, I still like it a lot. I give it an 8. Okay. It was entertaining. I didn't feel like it was too long. It was long, but it was enjoyable. It was beautiful. I think that's the best part about it, is just beauty and the small part of action. Other than that, I say an 8.
I had high expectations for this movie. I thought it was going to be the best movie of the year. It's still a top 10 movie of the year. But with that being said, I have to go 7.5. I can't go any higher than that. But it was a really good movie. With that being said, please like and subscribe. I'm Lawrence.
I'm Nick.
And that's Say What's Real.